South Sudan has been a sovereign state since 2011 when it gained its independence from Sudan. It is the world's youngest country. But what is South Sudan's median age really? In East Africa, South Sudan has the highest young population. At 55 years old, the median age of South Sudanese is younger than all other countries in the world except for Afghanistan and Niger. The majority of the population is under the age of 24, with just 2.5% over the age of 65. This youthful population is a result of high birth rates and low life expectancy. While the fertility rate has declined slightly in recent years, it remains high at an average of 5.5 births per woman. Meanwhile, life expectancy is just 61 years, one of the lowest in the world. While the nation is celebrating its 11th anniversary, it also presents some challenges. A large youth population can put a strain on public services and create opportunities for exploitation by older generations. In addition, high fertility rates can exacerbate poverty and contribute to food insecurity. As South Sudan enters its second decade of independence, it will need to find ways to address these challenges and build a future for its young people. The country's population is estimated to be around 12 million people. South Sudan has 5 vice presidents and the world's largest lazy legislative assembly of 540 members at the national level, making it the first nation in Africa with that many vice presidents. As the nation celebrates its 11th anniversary of independence, we need to explain to the general public how the country has been run on a corruption model which has crippled its economic growth. How have the huge oil, gold, diamond, teak, and water resources been sold privately in advance by government officials? The answer is simple: South Sudanese are not in charge of their own country. The country is being run by a group of individuals within the government and outside the government who were appointed by Sudan to destroy South Sudan from within. Who are they? The 5 vice presidents, some national ministers, and the SPLM party members and generals should take most of the blame because they control all institutions in the country. Nonetheless, others like the president and his close allies are also to be blamed for the current status of our dear nation. We can't forget external forces, for instance neighbors like Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Egypt, Congo, etc. who have been sponsoring different rebel groups to fight against the South Sudanese government since independence was declared in 2011. The good news is that all South Sudanese are now aware of what is happening. We are determined more than ever to liberate our nation from all forms of slavery. We know who our enemies are and we will defeat them very soon. They know very well who is behind the current mess the country is facing. The citizens know those so-called leaders who have been deceiving them for a long time are not sincere. They are just a group of power-hungry individuals who are willing to do anything to stay in power and loot the country's resources. The future of South Sudan is very bright. The citizens are now more united than ever before. They are determined to fight for their rights and freedom. It is time for all patriotic South Sudanese to come together and rescue their country from the current situation. We need to put our differences aside and work towards building a strong and prosperous nation. Let's all join hands and make South Sudan great again. We also need to remember that, what happened in South Sudan is not an isolated incident. It's a corruption lesson for all African countries which got their independence from colonial masters. We need to learn from our mistakes and move forward. Otherwise, we will keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Happy 11th Independence Anniversary to all South Sudanese. We will continue fighting until we achieve our ultimate goal of freedom and justice. Long live South Sudan.